I wish that
someone had told me. Just talk to someone.
Nobody is guaranteed a full life.
Take ban. It may be your problem too, but that doesn't mean you can fix it.
Love people because of their faults, not in spite of them. Don't go to an all-girl school.
Wait! Don't eat that mushroom. Don't forgive everything.
I wish that.
I wish that.
I had told someone. Don't let anybody dictate your actions.
Please don't swing that club.
Never feel obligated to do something that makes you unhappy.
Don't turn right on Henderson Road on Sunday. If someone tells you to leave them alone, it doesn't mean to keep asking what's wrong.
Don't try too hard.
Life's too short to settle for things you're unhappy about.
It's not always easy to do the right thing.
Living is the last thing you should be thinking about.
Dear God, make me want it. Make me want it more than anything else, please. Make me want to be great. Make it my dream, not my mom's, or my dad's, or society's. Make it mine, and no one else's. I need to want to be great. Because right now, I am perfectly happy with mediocrity. But in my family, mediocrity is not accepted. It is hunted down and weeded out. Unnatural selection. Survival of the fittest. Only the best of the best. Until all that's left are those that are great. So please, I have to be great. Make me want to be great so that I will work to be great, so that I will be great. Make me want to be a part of my family.
Please, if anyone can hear me. Sarah? Emmy? Anna? Sierra? Can you hear me? I can hear you. I still listen to you. Please, let me do this right. All I want is to reach this. All I could ever hope to do, all I've ever looked to aspire to. And right now, it's time. Oh God, I'm next, number 25. I've trained my whole life for this role. Ever since I was 6, I've been taking lessons. Ever since I was 14, I've wanted to play Christine. I've listened to you ladies as you soared. High C's, D's, even that E that seemed impossible for so long. And right back down to those deep, pure chest tones. Let me remember all that you have taught me to sing. The right notes, the right look. Please. Oh God, that's me. Ladies, fill my voice. Phantom, fill my spirit. Open mouth, sing.
Dear giant masses of rock and intergalactic masses that were fortunate enough to create the cryptic sphere which I am now standing, and to cause the perfect turn of events to cause the ideal situation to sustain that which we call life, even though all odds were against any such a thing coming into being. This is a request, not to anything that could be, that might be, or that could have been, but to myself. I am the only thing with power over my life, and that is the issue. There's no unbalanced force to change my current course of motion, no consciousness prying me away from the path that I have stumbled upon, no kind gesture to help me up. I am alone, which was comforting at first, but now the fact that I hold my fate in my own two hands seems to be the thing keeping me furthest from controlling it. Without guidance, that helping hand, I am powerless. What I'm trying to ask for is strength. Strength to not be as truly desperate as I feel. To not reach the end of this tunnel that I'm already halfway through. As it stands, as I stand, I don't know if I have strength enough to reach the end, but I know I am not weak enough to turn back and run to where I should have stayed. Maybe what I should be asking for is this weakness needed to run. I don't know. There has to be a balance between the two. Strength, weakness, fulfillment, escape. No push or pull in either direction. Perfect equilibrium.
Dear God, please protect me. It is dark, and I fear for my safety, because I know that behind that closet door there are legions of beasts lurking there to viciously end my life. May it be your will that my ceiling stars never fade, and my nightlight shine above me eternally. This do, and I promise to slay the wretched beast of the closet as soon as I am old and strong enough to do so. Amen.
Hopefully benevolent overlord of the universe. I do not believe in you. Let us make that clear. I would be as surprised to discover that I am grown a second head as to be presented with absolute proof of your existence. You may be asking yourself then why I am bothering with you at all. Well, my intellect being one of the things I do pride myself on, I must admit that I cannot say with complete certainty that you do not exist. To the contrary, I am wondering more and more if perhaps the universe is controlled by a divine force, even a being. How else may one explain love? So I am appealing to you now on the basis of two assumptions. One, that if you do exist, I may perhaps have my request granted. Two, that if you do not exist, or are not inclined to do just one's bidding whenever they please, that I lose nothing in asking. A Pascal sort of thing. So, I am beating around the bush. I should be frank. I love him. More importantly, he loves me, and that is why I am ashamed to ask this. But he is like the sun, bright. I cannot breathe, I cannot think without him there. He smiles, and my world must stop to take account. He looks at me, and I am undone. He adores me. His love for me is true and pure and wholesome, and that is what makes me a monster. I too am brilliant, not like the sun. I am brilliant like a diamond, hard, cold, and sharp. I have a wit that cuts and a capacity for knowledge to match. I knew algebra better than my tutor by the time I was 6 years old. At 8, I could read and comprehend the entirety of our sacred book. And at 13, the army recruited me as a strategist. And therein lies the problem. If I continue to love him, where will I end up? I cannot reach my full potential while he is there, with me at every moment. When you love someone, you're responsible for their happiness. He doesn't bar me from my studies or complain. When I spend entire days with other intellectuals and his kindness only devours me from the inside, I am distracted by him. Any and all of my intellectual pursuits suffer. For years I have lived like this. With one hand, I reach toward my own success, and with the other, I reach toward him. In doing so, I have compromised myself. I cannot live like this any longer. I refuse to live like this any longer. two options before me. One, to be great, or two, to live with love. I have considered this deeply for many days now, and the thought of love without greatness, I choose to be great. How else will I ever amount to anything? But I love him. Still, in spite of the consequences, and this is where I need your help. I ask you, no, I beg of you, if you truly are there to set me free from this love, give me a heart of stone. Deliver me from my lover. I ask you to make me bereft of love.
Hey God, how are things in heaven? Oh, perfect, of course. So, listen, if you ever get bored of perfection, I could use some help here. This girl has captivated me. She's the one. I've known her for 2 months. We've even gone on dates. Sort of. I call them that. She calls them that one time we went out for ice cream or our study sessions. I've tried to get her to see me as more than a friend. Why doesn't she get it? For real, God. I know I'm sounding kind of desperate, but you don't know her. Well, alright, you do. Then you know how amazing she is. Seriously, God, help a brother out. Don't manipulate her or brainwash her so that she likes you only because you shot an arrow at her or something like that. I know, that's Cupid. Look, I'm going to try and be a bit more forward with her. She might reject me. Heck, she'll probably reject me. And things get a little awkward between us and we'll gradually grow apart. But I'm still going to try. Just, anyway, I don't know if you could give her a nudge in my direction or something, please. Thanks for loving me unconditionally and all that. Amen.
Dear logic and mechanics of the universe, please give me the capacity to understand. I do not ask for a miracle for success, for my human reason shall be enough. I ask only for a slight twist in my neurons, for a micro-ohm of current to jump across my synapses and give me the mental light to find your answer. I do not ask for an A on this test. No. I ask only for a eureka moment to get me there. Everlastingly, or until the atoms that make me return to their normal activities, yours, PID 99S 321 115.
Gods? Flying spaghetti monster? Oh, right, you don't answer back. Well, whoever's up there, could you please listen to me for a minute? Thanks. So, I've got dreams. Big ones, dreams of classrooms and textbooks and blackboards and spiffy mustaches and my own voice gravelly and much deeper, saying something like, "Today in class we will be discussing..." You get the picture, right? See, to be a teacher, a real intelligent teacher, having intelligent conversations with his intelligent students, I have to go to college. My family can't afford it. No, I mean, it's cool. I got it covered, you know. Applying to like 20 million different scholarships, but they all ask for the same type of Tell us about yourself, I say. What makes you you? Describe yourself in 3 words, then explain. It all boils down to this one, I say. I go to all these different colleges, and I just can't bear to put my fingers to keyboard and start. I mean, I don't know what it is. I've written essays before. Hell, I like writing essays, you know, college essays, rubric papers, research papers, philosophical treatises. I love them all. Splash your thoughts down on paper and arrange them cohesively. It'll be fun. But I just can't start. You know, I had this problem before. I've been asked to write about myself because I was tired or life let me down. I didn't start because I was afraid I'd say something like, "Well, Mike, I'm shit. I'm worth absolutely nothing. If I were to disappear tomorrow, who in this world would be fool enough to miss me?" Then I get a decent sleep and a good breakfast when I wake up the next morning. Look, I've been trying to write this essay for 3 days now. They've been 3 normal school days filled with explosive chem labs and poetry meetings, but I just can't start it. I've never had to deal with this type of stress before. I mean, yeah, I've had some class projects and late nights due to laziness, but I've never had to deal with anything even remotely life-changing. And now that I am, I freeze up. What does that say about me? About my future? If I can't bear to write this essay, how am I going to write a resume? So I guess what I'm asking for, guys. Hey, I can't call you guys. I'm going to change this up. I guess what I'm asking for is calm. Just a few minutes to gather my thoughts. Hell, an hour to build up 500 words. But whoever's up there, Allah, Yahweh, Grandpa Ron, Richard Feynman, just send me down a little bit of serenity. Thanks.